Okay, this is micro and baby greens. I think it's going to be like episode 4, which I hate the term episode, but I'm trying to keep them so you can chronologically see them. Last time we talked about the white hairs a little bit. This time it's still cool out here, so I'm going to do radish, which did good in the cool temperature. Lettuce, which does real good in the cooler temperature. I think kale is a good cool temp one, and then I'm going to try the cilantro, because some things you read says cilantro does okay in the cooler. But I'm going to do 4 heavy water, these 4, or whatever 4 heavy water, the other 4 like every other day, and see what happens. These are my little cups I bought from Bootstrap Farmer for experimentation, a little bit of seed used, so I'm not out anything, and I can figure out the best way I like to grow stuff. So I'm going to start by watering here. This is dry perlite mix, and I'm just going to hose them down good. Get them good and wet. One more time. Alright, I will be right back. I'm gonna start and stop this video a lot. I'm not going to do citations or anything. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. I put just a little bit of a seed starter mix on here, which is this bag right here, because I got all that perlite in there. It's a 50-50 mix of perlite. So I'm going to do this kind of quick and try and keep it lower video. I'm not measuring nothing. I'm basically going for results and not like quantity. So I'm going to do a radish. Pretty thick on the radish. Same pattern on both. I'm going to spread these seeds and be right back. Okay, I'm back. This is my cilantro. In this corner I covered one, left one uncovered. So I'm going to water them both the same to begin with. And then I'm going to put them in my little tent over there, cover them. I'm going to water this tomorrow. And I'll probably water both tomorrow. And then I'll take a day off for this one, water this one every day and this one every other day then, and keep it covered for like 4 days and see what happens. Be right back. Okay, I'm back quickly just to show you. That's the kale. And then the radish is right there, cilantro and celery. Same setup over there. So the blue peg is the kale. So I'm just going to cover this now, and I will water it tomorrow. And I'm going to start skipping every other day. So I need to leave the lights on because I have some of my other stuff over here growing. I'll probably cut that stuff tomorrow and eat it and see what it tastes like. It doesn't look the best, but hey, whatever. It's cold in here. It's like right now it's like 67 in here, I think, inside the tent. So the old heat light's working. But so that's it for now. I'll be back tomorrow. And then I'll show us every day just a quick clip for the first like 6 or 7 days. So, all right, be back. Okay, it is day 2. And it looks like Some of the radishes are just starting to crack on both. See the little white thing sticking out? Nothing else has happened on the other stuff. So I'm going to mist both today, and then I'm going to wait until like I'm going to wait till day 5 before I do. I'm going to do this group of the blue here, this 4 group, every day. This group over here, I'm not going to do again until day 5, probably. I'm debating on day 4 or 5. Definitely going to skip day 3, probably day 4, and do it again on day 5. So I'll be back tomorrow to do the same thing to the blue group. Okay, I'm back at day 3. Some interesting stuff here. You see the little white hairs on everything that sprouted, right? You just got white hairs on it. Over here, this one's got white hairs on it. But if I pull back a little bit, this is the cilantro that I did not cover. It has almost like white stuff growing across it. So I'm going to pull this out of here. Now the cilantro that I covered with dirt is just fine. So here's I want to change this because I don't want to get too far into the weeds. I'm going to take this cilantro out and put it separate. I'm still going to cover it and see what the white stuff turns into. I'm going to take this cilantro that I covered and move it out of my blue section, which gets watered a lot, over into my not watered section. So I'm going to take this one out right here. And I'm going to take this one and move it over. So this is still my not water every day. So I'm not going to water this till day 5. I'm in day 3. So I'm going to skip today and tomorrow. I'm debating on, I'm just going to mist lightly and very lightly mist these 3. Just to see what they do so we can keep with the experiment. And also I'm going to zoom in on these little white hairs when I spray them so we can watch them. I do believe they should move, which means they're not mold. So give me a second, let me get this focused in on my tripod so we get a good still shot and see if I can spray them without spraying my camera. Be right back. Okay, I'm focused in on these really cool little white hairs on the blue, the watered ones. I'm gonna water every day. Just give it a little spray and see what happens. Oop, see how they laid down? That means they're not mold, according to everything I read. So, well, that was all right. That was a pretty good shot. So I'm gonna zoom back out here. So I watered my blue section here. I turned this over around so I could get the camera set up. So these 3 here are my blue section. I water every day. I just give them a real light mist with the hand sprayer, and these I didn't touch. So these you can still see the little white hairs on, and I'm not going to touch them. I'm just going to let these go till day 5. I'll be back tomorrow just to spritz these 3 and see if those white hairs are, as they grow, they should go away. So be back tomorrow. Okay, this is day 5. I just pulled these out and uncovered them. Oh, sorry, day 4. Today is day 4. So we're starting to get, still see the little white hairs there. And here you can see just a couple of little white hairs on I'm pretty sure, what do I have marked here? Radish, kale. I think this bottom is the kale down here. And I think this here is oh no. So we got radish over here. Oh, this here's the lettuce. Right here's the lettuce, and this is the kale up here. So this is the watered side that I watered yesterday, and this is the side I did not water yesterday, along with the cilantro that I covered. And you can see a little bit of white on top of the dirt, or what I did not water yesterday. It's a little odd. I figured I would see that on the dirt stuff. I mean, the stuff that I did water yesterday. So today I'm still just going to water this side, and tomorrow I'll water this side. But if you look, see those radishes on the watered side? Let's see here. They look taller than the ones I did not water. That's surprising. I mean, I just give them a light mist, so everything else appears to be roughly the same development. There's the kale back there, about the same. The dirt's a little lower on the not watered stuff. So, all right, let me spray this quick and be back tomorrow. That's it. Just a quick squirt, and I'll be back tomorrow. If this has still got white stuff on it tomorrow, I may hit it with a little bit of vinegar. We'll see. A little white on the top here. We'll see what happens. All right, I'll be back tomorrow. And try tomorrow I'll uncover this and leave it uncovered. So, all right. All right, I'm back. It's still day 4. I uncovered this yesterday. I pulled this cilantro out. This is the uncovered cilantro. I set it aside, put a paper towel over it so it could breathe a little bit, and it's still white on top. Before I throw it away, I'm gonna try one last ditch effort. I read somewhere that vinegar, there's other remedies that people use, but vinegar is one thing for this. So I'm gonna spray this with vinegar, just a couple light sprays, and see what we get tomorrow or next day. My spray bottle works here. There we go. There we go. Let me back up a little bit here. Give it a good douse of vinegar. Now the white went away. So I'm just going to cover this back up with a paper towel. It's folded over like 4 times, so it's pretty dark. And I'll see what happens. We'll keep an eye on this too. All right, be back. Okay. It's the 24th, I don't know, 8 o'clock at night. I planted this stuff on the 19th, I think, in the middle of the day. So this is what, day 5, day 6, depending on how you count it. This side over here, these 3, lots of water every day, misting. And this here, I took a couple of days off in the middle. The radishes, both look good, but the ones I watered every day or misted every day look better. And back there's the kale. It looks pretty good, I guess. I don't know, they're the wrong kale, first time. And this looks good on the edges, but the center just didn't germinate the best, but it's coming, I think. I don't know, maybe I covered it with dirt or something by accident. And here's my lettuce. It's kind of sporadic. We'll see what happens to it. It's a little better than it looks on camera, I think, but so I uncovered this last night, left it in the bottom of my grow rack with no lights on it, but it got light from the top, so I think made these stretch out a little even more. So tonight I'm going to water one last time from the top, and then tomorrow I'll start watering from the bottom, I guess. I don't know, at least the radishes from the bottom, and it's going to be under the lights, so we'll see if it pops. So I'm going to water tonight. I'm going to do a light mist. I don't want to drown. I don't want to. I think it's good. Give them a good dose of water from the top, and that's going to be it from the top. I'll go to the bottom then starting tomorrow. Hopefully these radishes stand back up. I think the light should pick them up too. I'll probably do them tomorrow at lunchtime, and these radishes will I'll probably cut them in a day or two here. So, all right, see you tomorrow. All right, I'm back. Quick. We had baseball after school today, so it's kind of late at night. I just came out to water my stuff real quick and get the radishes and cut them because they're so tall they're falling over. So I'm gonna cut these off. If you look, the purple radishes, next time I'll have to soak them first for like 6 hours. Because the purple radishes I was hoping to mix them in for the color. They didn't do so well because they didn't grow as fast. So I'm just gonna cut these off. This is the one I watered less. This is the one I watered more. They're so long they're falling over. So the rest of them are doing okay. I'll show them tomorrow when it's not so late, and I will see you tomorrow. Have a good. All right, I'm back just for one quick. I'm not even sure what day it is anymore. I think it's something like day 11 or 12. I don't know, something like that. Here's my kale. Just give you guys a real quick update. The radishes were delicious. They're all gone. I eat those. Here's my lettuce over here. It's not doing the best. I still gotta figure out how to grow this lettuce as a microgreen, which I figured out. I'll let you know. I got 2 trays planted right now. It's cheap, so I'm still experimenting. Here is my kale. If you look, I mean, it's really thin, which I wasn't going for thick. I was just looking to see which would have the fungus. And they both are looking pretty good. There's nothing down in there that I see, really. They both smell real good. So I'm gonna probably cut those tomorrow. This is gonna be the last one I do in this video. I gotta label my stuff a little better, I guess. But nevertheless. So these look okay. I mean, what I was going for was fungus. So long story short, I only water once a day. And some of this I watered every day, once a day. And some of it I watered every other day, once a day. And once I got like day 7 or 8, I was skipping a little more than that because my dirt's not drying out. Like, you see that dirt's still wet on top. So my tent's not drying out. I think that's why. I just turned the fan on in there to get more air moving. Here's what I wanted to show you. Here's the stuff I gave up on. This is that cilantro. The covered stuff, I just uncovered it today. I uncovered it a couple days ago and looked at it and was surprised. And so I covered it back up, and so I literally just uncovered it 20 minutes ago. So if you look, it's all scraggly from being crunched down. But even the stuff that I sprayed that had that white on it, and they're starting to sprout just a little bit, but they're not doing the best. There's only about 7 or 8 in there that are sprouted. But it didn't get any fungus back. So my vinegar, water, and I actually started putting a little peroxide in it too. So what I did was, I think it's a 32-ounce bottle. I did 16 ounces of 3% hydrogen peroxide, 1 tablespoon of vinegar, and 16 ounces of water. And I've been spraying on a lot of my stuff here recently, and nothing has gotten mold on it or mildew. Here's the cilantro. I really like this. I got a whole tray planted now that I covered. And you can see if you look down in there, there's even more shoots coming through. You know, some of that's perlite, some of those little shoots coming through there. So let's see what this does here. I'll show what I have started. And if it all works out, I'll do a video on it. Here's some hydroponic lettuce, not lettuce, some salad mix. I think there's kale, karabi, cabbage. I'm not sure what else is in there. So I get it from True Leaf. This is spicy mix. So I planted this on 325. I planted this 5 days ago. So it's looking pretty good. It's a 1-inch tray. And here is the non-spicy lettuce mix that I planted. It's looking real good. In the back, you'll see my sunflowers. Let me see, let me turn off one of the lights here. So the sunflowers are looking good, and this is looking good. This is in dirt, and this one over here is not in dirt. This is in with the bio straight. So, and then down here I have some lettuce, which you can't hardly see, but it's sprouted. So I'm gonna back off on my water on this stuff and see what it does. I might just uncover it now and let it grow. And here's the cilantro that I planted. It's still not doing nothing, but it's only been like 4 days. And that other stuff took like 11 or 12 to even sprout. So I might do an update on these, or if it works, I'll do a whole nother video on the lettuce. The lettuce has been kicking my butt. You think lettuce would be easy to grow? I grow it all the time outside in my garden. But as a microgreen, it's a little more finicky, I think. So I've grown lettuce for years in my garden. I thought I would be a whiz at it, but I'm not. Anyway, I'll update this stuff here. Here's some, that's the stuff for my hummingbirds and stuff. So have a good day. And the long story short is water what you need every day, every other day. I don't think you need to do twice a day though. I think that's overkill. So that's what I'm going to go on. Have